Have you ever done this? Taken two hair bands or rubber bands together and made a shape like this? And then maybe you might have marveled at how symmetrical this resulting shape is. In fact, if I switch to different colors, you'll see that there's something very beautiful about how symmetric this object is. The gray loops around, the black loops around, and if you switch, still like that. It's hard to describe, but I'm sure you can see for yourself. Anyway, you might wonder what this shape actually is. And I mean, it looks like a knot to me, but more specifically, it looks like just the most normal knot you might ever learn at Boy Scouts. If you ever tie a loop for cat's cradle, this might be the knot that you use to actually tie the loop together. But in order to find out if this is actually the knot I'm thinking of, we'll just tie a knot ourselves and see. So I have two strings, and I'm gonna tie them together. Oh, that's not very good. Let's try again. Now you can see already that it's already starting to take shape and look very remarkably similar to the object we think it's supposed to resemble. See? It has the exact same symmetry. So I think we already know what our answer is, but let's just keep going. I pull my knot together. Now you'll know if you actually tied the right knot if the two ends of the same string want to come together. The red wants to come together like this. The blue wants to come together like this. So now I'm gonna like glue the two ends together of each string. I mean, I'm obviously not gluing them, but let's just pretend I am. I'm just tying them together. But for all intents and purposes, you can just pretend the ends have been glued. And now we have two loops. Two loops. And I want to know if this is the exact same thing as the hairband construction I made earlier. And so I'm just gonna pull them apart and, well, it'll be a little complicated at first. Oh, especially because of the new knots I introduced. But you can see they actually pull apart. Ta-da! Magic trick. So I think that answers our question, but I just want to find something else out. Let's just do more investigation, I guess. And I'm going to tie an incorrect knot and see what happens when I do that. By incorrect knot, I mean granny knot. I guess that's what it's usually called. And it's when you tie the standard knot improperly. And you get a very imbalanced knot, and I'll show you what I mean. You see, this knot does not have the same symmetry as previous. It doesn't have very beautiful symmetry. The red string is going under and then over, and it doesn't look very nice already. And when you pull it, you'll see we don't have the same behavior as before. Instead, now red and blue want to go together. Red and blue want to go together. If you try to put red and red together, it's not gonna happen. And if you try to put blue and blue together, well, it doesn't really want to happen. You could force it, I guess. And as with before, I'm going to glue the ends together. Glue the ends together. And now let's try to pull it apart. Spoiler alert, it doesn't work. You can't pull these apart. You can see they are all twisted up. I think you could say there are 3 twists, maybe 4 twists in this thing, but you can't take them apart. There's no way. That's all.